Haunted House, Haunted Mouse by Judy Cox, illustrated by Jeffrey Eber. One October night, the doorbell rang. Mouse peeked out of his hidey hole. The night was dark, the dark was spooky. But Mouse wasn't scared. His whiskers twitched as he watched. Trick or treat. Tick or tick, said a little bitty ghost, and she tripped over the sheet. The three held out their sacks. Dad plopped one piece of candy in each bag. Thank you, called the kids. The ghost dropped her sack and goodies spilled out. Mouse's mouth watered. Yum! He wanted trick-or-treats too. While everyone helped the ghost, Mouse scrambled into the trick-or-treat bag. Candy! More candy than Mouse had ever seen. Sour balls, gumdrops, lollipops, and chocolate bars. Mouse closed his eyes and inhaled deeply. His whiskers wiggled. He simply didn't know where to begin. He nibbled on this and noshed on that until his cheeks were as plump as chipmunks. Mouse gone to peekaboo hole in the power sack. Dark clouds fitted over the moon. Jack-o'-lanterns and beams of golden candles shined flickering across front lawns. The sack swayed like a pirate ship in a gale. Mouse's tummy roiled. His head spun. Poor seasick Mouse. The next time the ghost dropped her sack, Mouse staggered out. Just then it started to rain. First a drizzle and then a full-out gully washer. The trick-or-treaters dashed for home, holding their coats over their heads. Boom went the thunder, flash went the lightning. Away went Mouse. He darted here and there, dodging raindrops, splashing through puddles. Where could he find shelter? He was lost. He was wet. He was cold. An abandoned house stood by itself down at the end of the street. The door was barely open, just wide enough for Mouse. Lickety-split, he scampered inside. He didn't notice the sign on the front saying, "Keep out." Mouse tripped down the hall to see what he could see. Cobwebs draped over his ears. The house was old, the house was empty. A spooky house filled with creaks and groans. He heard bones rattle, a skeleton dancing. He saw eyes glimmer, a goblin prancing. A pale shape floated past, a ghost haunting. Mouse shook, Mouse shivered, Mouse shuddered. He backed up step by careful step until he was against the wall and he was trapped. But Mouse was not afraid. "Boo!" he cried, as bold as a badger. "I'm not afraid of you." The storm was over. Mouse jumped out of the window. He was ready to go home to his safe, dry, hidey hole. But how could he find his way back? All at once, he saw a cherry lollipop shining in the moonlight. He picked it up. Further down the sidewalk, spotted a scarecrow row of candy corn. Piece by piece, he followed the candy trail all the way home. There, in his hidey hole, he had a Halloween party of his very own. Good night, spooky night. Happy trick or treat. All right, boys and girls, the mouse found a lot of different candy on his way back home. Can you draw me a picture of your favorite candy to get on Halloween? I can't wait to see your pictures.